Yo guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are back on Roblox playing Smoothie Factory Tycoon. I know, I have done loads of videos on this in the past, but I enjoy playing this game, so I'm going to make more. So yeah, I've done a lot of progress since the last time I did a video on this, and as you can see, my multiplier is up by 11 times, and also my blend tokens have actually gone to 10, and I'll explain why that is. But we are on 20 rebirths. We are one rebirth away from getting the rocket pad. And also what I've done is I have gotten every single blender apart from the golden one, and all of them have automatically gotten the auto blend thing as well, which is crucial. So this is literally every single blender working as soon as we spawn into the game, which is absolutely wonderful. And I think you will see, you know, as soon as I start, basically, I'm going to let all of this go through. We're going to see what the first crate gives us. The first ever crate that we are going to get as soon as we rebirth. That pretty much proves it already. 1.65 million as soon as we start. And while this is going, I just want to apologize as well about the last video. I said it at the start of the video. I was trying something new on OBS and it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. So yeah, unfortunately it was a little bit pixelated, but I've reverted that change now and we're going back to the older way. But as you can see, 36 million. And I literally have gotten no upgraders, so we can automatically get the open door, and then this is literally all I do. Then I get all of the increased speed, and then I get that, and then I get the increased speed of them going through here. So we go ahead and do that, and I also go ahead and get this capacity thing as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then I just get loads of these jar painters. I completely max it out with the diamond one that I've now got. And then after this, I get the molten bucket upgrader. And then we get the basic tiers. And then I get the convoy thing as well. And then I do this again. And then basically, we've maxed everything out. And then we'll get the remaining dropper things. And then we'll go ahead and purchase the auto blend for that as well. Now, this is something that I kind of wanted to save for when I first got it, which is the basement. Now, originally I thought that the basement was going to be something like I didn't even think it was going to be anything like in terms of like making money. I thought it was possibly just going to be something down there that, you know, would just look, you know, good. But, oh yeah, I also forgot to grab these as well. But remember back to the first ever video I did, and I talked about this door, and there's a conveyor belt out there that goes to another thing. And I was saying how it would be really cool if we could get another conveyor belt here. That is effectively what this basement is, because if I go ahead and purchase the basement, because we have enough for it, you will see what I mean. So we're going to go ahead and purchase the basement. This lifts up, and we have that secret doorway there, as you can see. And then there'll be a cutscene showing to that door that I just showed you. So if we now go back into the thing, you can see how we now have another conveyor belt, leading to us to believe that in the basement, we're going to be able to get even more upgraders. And if I go into the basement, we will see if that is true or not. Obviously, I know the answer already, but if you haven't gotten the basement yet, I will show you what it is like. And yes, there are more things in here, and honestly, the first time I saw this, it was a little bit intimidating, but because I've got 10 blend tokens, I can now get the BlackBerry tokens. Now, it does say 10, and before, if you remember, there were 5 blend tokens for this side. Then when I went on to this side, it was 10 blend tokens to get it, which I guess makes it a bit more fairer because, you know, if it was 5 for each thing, you know, every rebirth, you were able to just literally get one, you know, you were able to just get one dropper thing and you kept it forever, basically. So I guess it does fair it out a little bit, but because we now have 10 tokens, we have now gotten that. And obviously, if we purchase the auto blending, that is going to now keep for the rest of time, basically. And because we have even more cash, we can go ahead and get some of the cherry things as well. So let's go ahead and spend some money on the conveyor speed. We'll also get some increased speed on this one, and we'll get a jar cooler as well. We will get a little bit of the processing speed as well, and we'll go ahead and open the door as well. And the cherry one is ready to be blended already. Now let's just take some time to see some of the prices around here as this is going to go, because this is going to take quite some time. So the first one, to automatically open the door, is 25 billion. The increased speed, the first one is 100 million, and then it gets a little bit more expensive. As I said, there are some more jar coolers as well, which was 2 billion for that one, and then the next one is 20 billion. And yeah, we have some of the things though that are 150 and 150 million. We've got some more in the billions here, and we also have a trillion here, which is completely mental. We also have a 2.5 trillion gemstone enhancer, and we get to some blenders that are 1 QD, 1 quadrillion, I think, which is absolutely crazy. So let's go ahead and open this door, as that is now going to go ahead and sell. I think I might go ahead and grab these basic upgraders as well to increase our profit. And yeah, we will keep on top of this as well. We'll get some of that as well. So hopefully with these upgraders, we should be able to get the automatically open door really quickly. I did not actually mean to do that, but we have anyway. So we'll go ahead and grab that. We'll get the third dropper as well, and we can turn on the auto blend as well. And as you can see, this gets pretty crazy. Now, I have noticed that it does get a bit trickier in here to try and earn money, but hopefully with all of the rebirths that we do get, we should be able to get everything pretty easily. So I say on average it takes about half an hour to maybe do the full rebirth, and that's even with a bit of time, you know, waiting for money. So I might see if I can do something like that today, like get another fully rebirth, but I don't know how that will happen. Why isn't this going? I literally got the automatically open door or the thing. Okay, now it's doing it. That was a little bit strange there for a second. But what I might save up for now is I might save up for the tier 3 of the jar upgrader, because I think, you know, that will give us a lot more, you know, a bigger profit per jar. So, you know, like we're getting the billions per jar, which is, well, you can see, you know, can get a little bit crazy. We'll max out the processing speed as well, or as much as we can as well, because I kind of want to make sure that this is as low as possible. So let's go ahead and completely max that out. We'll also get the capacity as well. I know it doesn't really matter, but we'll go ahead and do that anyway. I think we can get some of the speed as well. 32 billion for the next one. So hopefully when there's a few more jars to be blended or things like that, then we should be able to get that. There we go. I mean, even the ones upstairs are still earning us, you know, in the billions as well, which can be a little bit crazy as well. Now we are nearly up to 85 billion. So I might wait to get the tier 2, as this will really increase, you know, our profit per jar. So we'll just wait for one more thing to be sold, and then we should hopefully be able to get this tier 2, which we can indeed. And the next one is 1 trillion. So what we might do now is we might save up for this one. We need on average, I mean, I kind of save up for about like 100 billion before I, you know, think about getting this. So we might save up just a bit more money before we can get that. We're on 59 right now, but you can see these are earning us, you know, 20 billion, things like that per crate. You know, this one already is on 27 and it hasn't even, you know, filled up yet. So you can probably tell how the profits of these are now going to skyrocket. And it's, you know, we're going to be earning money by the second. So how much is it to turn on the auto blend for this? Only 40 billion, which we might be able to get pretty soon. So let's just wait. There we go. We can now turn that on to auto blend. I don't know why the auto blended with only just a few ingredients in there, or a few ingredients in there, which, yeah, I don't know why it did that, but okay. We'll max out the conveyor belt speed as well. And then the next one is a little bit more expensive. It's, you know, like it's 100 billion for the dropper 3. And I know that we can start with the first one. So yeah, we might see if we can do that. So with this in mind, with this basement in mind, I reckon that the, I mean, I'm pretty sure it confirms it when this update kind of came out. I reckon this, this rocket pad we're going to be able to go to like the moon and like different planets eventually to get more droppers and improve our income. So I think they've only added in the moon as of now, but obviously over time I think they're going to probably try and expand, and you know, you can go to like Mars and, you know, Jupiter, all of those. And it's just weird, you know, thinking about that, you know, the max one that you can get in the basement is 1 QD, you know, or the max one is actually 3 QD for the dropper 3. And, you know, now we think, you know, to what is this game going to achieve in the future, you know, with 1 QD being the max one that you can get, you know, what are we going to be getting in the future? You know, well, I assume the quintillions are going to be there, but, you know, like, are we going to go all the way up to like N, you know, or UD, you know, numbers like that? You know, that will be absolutely crazy if this game does get there. We'll also go ahead and turn on the auto blender as well for that one as well, because we've just gotten that one. That was the mango one. And before we get the carrot droppers, we might save up for the laser scanner upgrade at tier 2, because that's only 250 billion. So if we just wait for a few more seconds, we should be able to get this one, which we can now indeed get. So left with 50 billion, but I mean, you know, that one's earning us 100 billion for one crate, which is basically one, you know, of what, you know, one of the carrot droppers. You know, this can get pretty crazy, you know, if we just go up to, you know, if we just go up to the surface and we have a look at the at that conveyor belt, we can see all of the crates, you know, eventually coming out and then going on. You know, there's one, 200 billion for that one alone, and I'm pretty sure we will see another one pretty soon. You know, we can even look in there as well, and that's earning us 450 billion, and we are now achieving over 1.3 trillion. So you can see how, you know, just with a few basic upgrades, this game can get pretty crazy. And honestly, I wished I recorded my reaction to when I saw what was down here, because literally I first came in here and I was just like, I was in pure shock because I had no idea what was down here when I got, you know, when I got it. And then I looked at it and I was just like, oh my days, there's plenty of opportunities here to make money. But I did know as well inside this would probably take some time to then eventually start rebirthing. But we got there, and hopefully, as I said at the start of this video, when we rebirth in this video, we'll be able to check out the rocket pad as well. Obviously, probably not in this video, but we will unlock it and see how much it even costs. I imagine it'll be probably quite expensive, but obviously that still remains to be seen. I am going to predict it's probably going to cost around probably, I mean, if it costs one quadrillion to get this, I reckon it'll probably cost about 10 quadrillion maybe to get the rocket pad, but I'm not too sure. But now that we've got some more money, we obviously got the tier 3 of this one as well, and we can start getting the lava dropper as well. I don't know why you'd be wanting lava in your smoothie, but I guess we can do that. And that only costs 2 trillion to get as well, or to activate the auto blender. But yeah, the good thing is that we've now got this one saved forever. Obviously, once, you know, we are gonna have to purchase the basement, you know, first of all, but then once we purchase the basement, this will start working, which is absolutely or which is crucial for us really. So we will now save up to get the gemstone enhancer, which is going to enhance all of the droppers on this side. So we'll go ahead and grab that right now, and then it's 50 trillion for the tier 2, and I'm pretty sure we can upgrade that to like a tier 3 now, because before I could only upgrade it to a tier 2, and then obviously you couldn't then go further unless you rebirthed. And now we'll start getting the peach dropper as well. So what I might do once we've fully maxed out the peach dropper is I will probably go AFK for a bit, try and get a lot of money, and see if we can get some of the other things as well. So we'll go ahead and get the dropper 2 as well. I could probably set that peach one going, but I might wait until I can get 5 trillion, because it's not going to take us that long to get to 5 trillion, and then we can basically get the max thing there. And then, yeah, we'll save up, get the auto blender, and then I'll probably just AFK for a bit and just try and get a bit of money. So let's go ahead and get the 5 trillion one, and then we'll watch all of the peaches go into the blender And then once all of them have gone down, we can now blend. So I think it costs, 8 trillion to purchase the auto blender, which we might be able to get soon. I don't know why it was 6 for a second. I thought it was either 4 or 6, but no. But now that we've got 8 trillion, we will now go ahead and grab that. So now with that, all of this is practically automatic. You know, we've got all of the upgrades here. We've got pretty much all of them here as well, apart from that one. So yeah, I think I'll go AFK for a bit, try and get a lot of money, and I will catch with you guys once we've got said money. Okay, so I've been AFK for probably a few minutes, and we have now gotten up to 659 trillion. So let's go ahead and grab the tier 3 of the laser one so we can get that as well. And we'll also spend 50 trillion on getting the enhancer tier 2. And it's 1 quadrillion to get to tier 3. So with that being said, I think we basically, well, we should have enough money to get everything on the lemon dropper. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can also purchase the auto blend thing as well. And then I think we also have enough for the pineapple one as well. So if we go ahead and grab that one and we can turn on the auto blender. Now 235 trillion is what we need for the, or is what we have. And we're going to need quite a bit of cash for this one. And this is where I start to like activate it and then put it on or turn it on when it's full and then grab the other things afterwards. So yeah, it does take quite a while after you get to that stage, but still it barely takes any time at all. Like I've been recording this video for, I mean, I don't really know, but I'm going to guess probably about 20 minutes. And we are already 2 things away from being fully completed. Like, well, if you want to count this one, probably 2.5. But yeah, it's super quick, you know, when you get up to the multipliers. And obviously when we have gotten to, or once we finish this one, we're going to be on a plus 11.5 times multiplier, which is absolutely crazy. And we'll also get the rocket pad as well, so we can go to the moon and things like that as well. So we can now get the 251 as well. And how much is it to get the auto blend? It's 450 trillion to turn on the auto blender. So it does get quite expensive, but still it doesn't take any time at all. And now that we have gotten 400 trillion, we can now go ahead and activate the auto blender as well. So now it's just a case of waiting for the other ones as well. So if I just do some maths, I'll see how much we need to get. So for the lime dropper, I do believe I need 1.9 trillion, or not 1.9 quadrillion to get, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and start doing that as well. And we only need 750 trillion to get the third one. And then after that, it's basically saving up for these final few ones. And we're effectively done. So let's go ahead and start blending that as well, as that should give us a lot of money. And then we can get this one as well already. I kind of wish I didn't do that now, because literally that was 1 crate. And then we managed to, you know, start blending it. And that will basically go on as well. So how much is it to purchase the auto blender for that one? 850 trillion, which we might be able to get soon. So while we are waiting for that, let's just see how much money we're going to be getting. You know, some of these are running in the trillions, like just from 1 jar. And if we go up to the top, you know, up to the surface and have a look at what's going on with the crates as they are coming out of that thing, we'll be able to see how much crates are going to be giving us. That one, 200 trillion, 196 as well. On average, it's about 196. That one's 228. 231 as well. You can see how this is getting pretty crazy. So well, let's go back down to the basement, as we might be, as we can purchase some more stuff. And hopefully we should be able to complete this pretty soon. So let's go ahead and firstly buy the auto blender for that one up there as well, because we have enough. So that should now be auto blending as well. We'll start off getting the tier 3 enhancer, as that should be able to improve our profits even more. And yeah, we'll wait until we get these as well. I'm not too sure if we're going to need the upgrader before we get that button to like rebirth as well. Plus, I'm actually pretty intrigued that there's a tier 4 for this upgrader when all of the other upgraders have only had like 3 levels. So that's a little bit interesting, and maybe an insight as to what we're possibly going to get in the rocket pad. So let's go ahead and start getting these first two. I mean, this is the ice cube dropper. I don't know why you would need to blend up ice cubes. I would really have it in the in a drink completely uncut, like unblended. I don't know why you would need to blend it. Isn't blending ice cubes just basically giving you water? I'm not too sure. Probably like ice shards or something like that. I'm not too sure. But let's go ahead and blend it. And we only need 3 quadrillion for the tier or for the third dropper. And then after that, we will see if we need to rebirth or if we need to get these or if we need to get the tier 4. So literally, I think a few more sales and we'll be able to get the dropper 3. There we go. Do we need to rebirth now or do we need to go ahead and get the upgrader? We'll probably leave it just a few more seconds. Usually it would do the cutscene by now. And yeah, we aren't getting it. So I think we need to save up to 5 quadrillion before we can get this tier 4. So we'll probably just save up for that right now. It hopefully shouldn't take us too long, if we're going to be earning, these trillions, 392 trillion just from that one alone, we are practically there. We've gotten 5 trillion already, that or 5 quadrillion, I mean. That basically took us no time at all. And that is the final one as well for that as well. And now we're going to get the cutscene and we can now rebirth. So obviously we need to see how much that is going to give us as well. But if we go to the auto blend thing as well, we'll see how much this one is to activate the quadrillions. I've sort of messed that up a little bit. So, oh, come on. I think it said 5 quadrillion though. So if we press this again, then we should be able to go to it. Yeah, it's 5 quadrillion as you can see there. So if we just wait a few more seconds, we should be able to just purchase that. I mean, I don't think it matters because of, the rebirth, but I don't know how much that rebirth is going to be, but we'll go ahead and spend it anyway. So it's 20 quadrillion to go. I was kind of thinking around that thing because my last rebirth, I think, was 15 and the one before that was 10. So I was kind of like seeing a theme of it, going up by quite a bit. Or going up by 5. So yeah, 20 quadrillion in order to get that. Will probably take us a bit of time before we can get that. But let's just see how much we're going to be earning. 630, 360 trillion, 704 trillion, 836, 916. That was nearly giving us a quadrillion per crate. 828, 787 trillion. Yeah. It's pretty crazy, and we are nearly already up to 10 quadrillion already, so 10 more quadrillion and we can rebirth. And as we are now on 20 quadrillion, we can now rebirth after about 40 minutes of playing, so yeah, not too bad at all. And as I said, we are now going to go ahead and rebirth, and we're basically on to the next thing. So as you can see, all of my droppers, again, are already starting to go. We can start that grind up to getting everything else. So what I want to do before I end off this video is see how much that rocket pad is now that we have now rebirthed up to 21. So it is 5 quadrillion, precisely what I predicted. I literally predicted that at the start, which is crazy. So let's now go back and start the grind. I'm not going to be able to get to that today, but later on through my progress of doing this, I'll come back on to this game and I will show you what that is all about as well. So yeah, it does take a bit of time, to start off the thing, but I mean, it always is, we've literally just started, but as soon as we've, done this first crate, we are just then ranking up the money. So, we are literally looking at this. I can't remember what the first one even got me now. I think it was around 30 million. This one is going to give us 53 million. Actually, I think it was probably like before, actually. But there we go. That is now going to go. So we're now going to go ahead and get the auto open door. And then we'll go ahead and grab all of the increased speed. So let's go ahead and do that as well. And we'll get these as well. I don't actually think I've got my sound on. I've got it on very low, so I do apologize about that, guys. We'll now go ahead and grab all of this as well. There we go. We'll also go ahead and get the increased capacity. There we go. And then we'll get the jars. There we go. We've also got 10 million as well, so we can completely max that out. Get the molten bucket things. I think you can kind of see where this is going. We can literally just go on a mad spending spree and everything is just going up and up and up. And you know, as I said, you know, we're literally already back to, you know, the start where we've completely maxed out everything here. And now it's just a matter of getting all of the basement and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and end off this video. As I said, when I get to the place where I can get the rocket pad, I will obviously start the recording so I can show you what that is all about. But I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like on it. That would be awesome. And thank you very much. Also make sure to subscribe as well for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out.